Right, day two of the NZB Yearling Parade. I'm catching up with Benny Hill here at Tardina Standardbred. Firstly, Benny, well, thank you for joining me.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Not quite as nice a day today as yesterday. It's not bad though. All the same. I mean, it's just light, consistent rain.
It's not cold either. It's quite warm, but it is a bit bleak.
Makes it a little bit hard, unfortunately, for the people here at Tardina. But they've got a lovely draft of horses. Showcase them just sent.
Yeah, they have. I've just got a couple of colts here I'd like to have a look at, and they always do a good job and pretty well bred too.
It's a great parade, this isn't it, or a tour parade. I'm not exactly sure what you should be calling it, but 2 days getting to have a look at them. I saw 3 fabulous drafts yesterday, another 3 today, so it's a great way of getting around and seeing a large number of the horses that are going to be going through this sale on the 15th of February.
It's a great idea, and we've been doing it for quite a few years now, and the thing is, from now till the sales, they can change a little bit, so you can go back and look at a horse and go, oh, I like it more, or I like it less, so I find that very interesting and really, really good for us.
How do you go with your notes? Like, what do you write? Do you sort of say yes, maybe, no, and then come back and revisit them? Or do you put a line dead set through some?
Some I do, unfortunately. Ticks, 1, 2, 3 ticks, 3 more ticks the better, and just keep the notes simple. And strong, weak, walk. You might want to look at an offset, knee or fetlock or something, or foot, and you keep it pretty simple. But sometimes you go back and look and you like them more than what you original, or the other way, to be honest. So I find that quite good.
It's important. It is actually important to watch them all, isn't it? To be able to actually see these horses coming through, because there is that one that you may not have marked at all, but on type, when it walks past you, you go, wow. So to actually watch these parades prior to getting to the sales, it's pretty important.
It's very important, and it makes your job a lot easier at the sales, because you're there to buy, pretty much, not to look. You want to get that out of the way. That's what the parades are for, even the day before the sales. But I think you've got to look at every horse, because you might not be buying every horse, obviously, but someone might come and say, oh, could you train that horse for me? And you've got some notes. Yeah. So I think there's that side of it as well you've got to look at. Yeah. It's not just about buying personally for my owners or me. It's about, it doesn't happen very often, but it can happen.
Well, it's better to be prepared. Someone gives you a cold call and says, can you train this? And you automatically say yes, but if you look at your notes, you might say, oh, no, look, I'd rather not, because there might be a few reasons, and vice versa. You might have told one of your owners not to, and then all of a sudden you've got it as a training horse. So sometimes it's important to do those notes, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to be a bit careful, and, it's your book and your little Bible, but... you've got to be a bit careful, but you're right, notes are important. Yeah.
Yourself, mate, the team's going terrific. Renegade, you must be wrapped with the job he done this year.
Yeah, and he's just back into work. He had 3 weeks off and put on 33 kgs, and he's probably the stable star at the moment. We sold Jimmy James Maguire, and Renegade's going to step up, and it's not going to be easy now. You're straight into the big stuff, so really looking forward to getting him rolling again. He
looks like that sort of horse was going to be progressive, because I'm not picking on him, but he looked a little bit finely built compared to some of the other horses, especially watching on the TV. But the development looked like it was there for him.
I think you're exactly right. Like putting on that condition, he doesn't look fat for it. He needed it on there. It's gone to the right places on his body, and it's not easy racing, but he's got to race himself into that grade now. And I think last start showed that he's there, but we want him probably a bit better than that if we can.
A great driver, Ricky May's been teaching him. I think a lot of his runs, making sure he finds that line.
Yeah, he's been looked after a few times and hitting the line good, and then he can bowl along in front as well and get the job done, a bit of everything. Yeah,
assess his class and where he is at and drive him accordingly, and makes a difference. I think you said last night you trained in about 15. That's a good number for you.
Yeah, 15's a nice number. 20's getting really busy, and below 15, you sort of don't want to get down too low. So I like 15, and that's where I'm at the moment, and we get a few from the sales, which isn't too many, but my number, I'm happy enough.
Got many babies coming through?
Yeah, I've got 2 back in work now, and another 2 when I get back in from last year. They've done a few preps, and they're all geldings now, 4 boys, and a little filly there actually that was homebred, and I like all of them. Yeah. I like all of them at the moment anyway.
I'm going to ask you, so I reckon the answer's going to be no. You won't give me a sneaky one for people to look out for?
What have I got there? I've got a maidener going around at the moment called Rockin' Good. He's still a maidener, but what his work and what he's done earlier on is really good. He's just not quite, just a bit dumb at the moment, but yeah, he's in on Friday night. So
very good. Yeah. There's one for people anyway. Benny, thank you. It's a great little tour, this. I think the other great part about it, where a lot of people need to probably get on these, is probably the relationships you can build with people outside. You're all trainers, become friends, but also know, different sides to people. We had a dinner last night. It's a little bit more, it's not a I don't know how you'd say it, like it's not a piss up or anything along those lines. It's actually everyone just sits down, has a nice meal, you meet people, and you build that sort of camaraderie, I suppose.
That's exactly right, and to be honest, we don't get the chance to do it very often, do we? And it is. And as you get older, you probably appreciate it more. When you're younger, you sort of don't care so much. But when you sort of get up to our age, it's sort of you do appreciate it. It means a lot more than what it used to when you were younger, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Sales are on Saturday, February 15th at Karaka, and then Christchurch on the 18th, the Tuesday the 18th. Up there, make sure you get there. Benny, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, mate. We've got a couple more places to go. We'll end up at Brecon Farms, but thanks for giving me a bit of time.
Thanks, buddy.